Good morning, welcome back to the DanGoesOutdoors YouTube channel. If you're new around here, have a think about subscribing. I do almost weekly videos, so that's what you get in return. And that's the advert over. I just want to say actually while we're here, just a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. I forgot to say thank you when we went through 2,000 and 2,500. And yeah, it really means a lot to me. So if you've watched a few of my videos and not subscribed yet, click that button and you'll really help me out. And yeah, quite a nice group of guys watching the channel, and they are mainly guys, a few women out there, and I really appreciate all of you. Yeah, you leave really nice comments and makes my week every Sunday morning. So yeah, thanks a lot for that. But yeah, we're out pike fishing. You guys have asked for it over and over again. It's finally cold enough for me to get out doing it. I still had my head in barbel while it was, you know, hovering around double figures, but now we're into single figures of temperature. The leaves are falling off the trees. It is definitely pike time. And I'm down where the river and the canal meet. It's a spot you've seen me fish before. I've caught some big fish from here in the past, but it's very hit and miss down here. You either catch or you don't. And if you do catch, can often be a big one. So yeah, I've got 2 dead baits out there. I've thrown a few bits of fish out as well. So let's just sit back, keep our fingers crossed that we catch a big one. Pike rods away. Is it on? Is it on? Okay. Yes. Brilliant. Bring you guys in a bit. Come on. Just a little guy. Well, we've not blanked for pike. Unfortunately, I left my lure rod out and I think the braid's got wrapped around my main line a bit, so might be a moment sorting this out. Okay, first pike of the 2020 winter season. What we're saying, a generous £4, something like that. Gave a nice little scrap. Unfortunately got a bit tangled in my other rod, but all sorted now. Right, let's put this one back because hopefully there's bigger ones to come. Nice. Well, spent a little while repairing my rig there, but we're back in the game, and this time we're going to go with a headless mackerel. That's an otter with a chicken. That is an otter with a chicken. It's nicked a chicken from a little farm. Unbelievable. It's about 12 o'clock now, and I'm going to recast my right hand rod. I've had quite a massive piece of lamprey on it. I mean, that's huge. That's making me wince looking at it. But I'm going to cut that down a bit more, put some holes in it so it lets a bit more of its blood and scent and smell out. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit weird, a bit bummed about that otter eating that chicken, because I really like those chickens. Every time I come down here, they're clucking away there, they're quite entertaining to watch. And yeah, I feel bad because if I was fishing on the other side, I probably would have spooked the otter and it wouldn't have taken the chicken, but I was doing a bit of spinning over there, so yeah, it took it down into the water here, and I could see it for miles away. It went right round the corner down there with it, just swimming along with a chicken in its mouth. So yeah, otters, guys, they're doing more damage to just fish, you know. Anyway, we'll trim this lamprey down, get it back out there, and hope we get a second pike. So I've gone quite a bit further back on that cast. What I'm trying to do is start closer in, explore that water, and keep moving further and further downstream as the session goes on, searching out fish as I do. I'm thinking one last recast here before I move, put my rods a bit further right, try and get one closer to those trees on the right hand side there. Then my left hand rod will come further right as well and go into like a deep hole in front of me where I threw those pieces of fish earlier. So yeah, one last go and let's see if we're gonna catch a fish or not. So the line just got nailed out of the clip on my left-hander, but when I felt down there was nothing there, so I've just reset it and just see if the fish comes back. So this is what I have been using, just a very standard running ledger rig, 18-inch wire trace, couple of size 4 trebles, and you know, we'll look at that in more detail in the future. But for now, what I'm going to do is cut this off and change to a float rig, and then I'm going to go up to the canal where the last lock is, give it a go there for an hour for, you know, the last little bit of this session, and see if we can catch one more fish. Because yeah, I said this spot was a bit feast or famine, and it's one of those days today. So I've dropped my bait in just off the end of that pontoon there where I threw some bits of fish in this morning, so hopefully they've had the starter and are ready for the main. Well, not a lot of luck out here today, just one pike, so not quite the triumphant return to the pike season that I wanted, but you know what, I'll just have to come out another day and try again. Otter already, just made my first cast. Right in front of me. See one of those shy retiring otters? Oh, it's right here, I can see the bubbles. It's gonna be right at our feet any moment now. Here we go, right here. You little bugger. I knew he was gonna come up at our feet. Well, I've only got one rod in and I'm already seeing otters. And they're not bothered, as you saw. They'll just swim around, do what they want, come right up to you. God. Could be one of those days. Good morning. It's about 3 weeks later. I'm back where I was pike fishing before, where the river and the canal meet. It's a really good spot, this. And yeah, surprised I didn't get more action last time. Although, am I now? Because the otter was playing hell with me last time I was here. And this morning, I've only got one rod in, and there it was again. I've got 2 rods in now, but yeah, maybe that's what's putting the fish off in this area. But I'm doing pretty much the same as last time. But a lot has changed since then. We're now in the 2nd lockdown, and you can go fishing before anyone starts. You know, I don't want any comments like last time, you know, what part of stay at home don't you understand? All that sort of rubbish that I was getting. But, you know, if you don't believe me, I don't care, because I know it's true. I can go fishing. So yeah, we'll just sit back, keep our fingers crossed. Just hope we get that big pike this time. Waste no time. Drag was far too loose on the strike, but we're in. It's holding its own. Yeah, this is brilliant. Speeding off the other way. This fish knows what he's doing. Not even that big. It's not small though. This pike's fighting like a barbel. Well, I'd got my pike pliers and everything ready, but the hooks have come out in the net. Goes to show you've got to strike early. Now we can get the rod and the rig out of the situation, so we're not kneeling on the treble. I've done that before. Possible double here, so we'll give it away. Oh, 9-10. This fish needs a meal. There we go. I tend not to chin them when they get a little bit bigger like this. Once I pass sort of 7 or 8 pounds, I don't think that's very good for them, putting all that weight on the neck. I'll hold them under the gill just to control them, but not to lift them. Brilliant, almost a double. And great to get back here a few weeks later. A little bit of redemption there. Into the mud we go. Really happy with this fish. As you can see, very fighting fit. Great for the future around here because yeah, with that otter floating around, we need fish like this to become the big females of the future, because I'm almost certain this fish is a female at that size. All the starlings are coming in now. Or going out. Surely they're going out, it's early morning. Get out. That fish was just angry. Let's see if we can make that happen again. Gonna go for a headless mackerel this time. And that fish came kind of a couple of rod lengths off those trees to the right of me there. This whole area was flooded about 4 days ago. This was all underwater. So there's still a bit of push coming through the river there, although it's dropped like 3 meters in that time. So yeah, I feel the fish might not be quite out in the current there, might be a bit more towards the right. Other rods away now. Okay, let's go. Yes! This is more like it. This is what I wanted last time. Yes! Netted itself, that one. I think we'll weigh this one too. It's not the same fish, it's not got that otter bite or that big scar on the top of it that last fish did. It's a little bit fatter as well. Peas in a pod. £9.12 this one. There we go. I promise you it is not the same fish. Doesn't have the same scar at all. In fact, it's got a different one down the bottom here. Brilliant. That is great. 2 near doubles this morning. Great for the future of a river. Perfect. Bluey and a lamprey so far. Oh. I'm loving this session. I've only been here about an hour. I keep sitting down thinking, I'll put my coat on, I'll settle down a bit, but nah, they're not letting me. Let's get it back. Back into the Somme. Ooh. Another strong one. Okay, another lamprey going back out there. Since I'm doing a recast, I thought I'd show you the rig in a little bit more detail. So the tackle is nice strong carp rods, anything sort of 2 3/4, 3 pound test curve plus is suitable for pike fishing with good strong mainline. That's 0.4mm mono, so yeah, really tough stuff, and big pit reel so I can wind down quickly and strike hard. And yeah, the rig is your normal sliding ledger, set up a little bit differently. So I've got a 6-inch ledger boom there, and what I've done there is I've just used chod rig material to tie a big eye swivel to a little quick link at the end there. And I've got a 3-ounce flat pair, just something that's going to hold bottom in that little bit of current. And also, you don't really want this moving around, you want the line to be pulled through this nice and easily, so a good heavy flat lead allows you to do that. The bead is like one of these sleeves where it's kind of angled, so the lead sits on top of that, so on the cast you've not got that heavy weight pulling against your main line, which could damage it a little bit. And it's just nice and neat and helps prevent tangles as well. The trace is 30-pound wire, a nice proper old-fashioned wire this one, good and strong, about 18 inches long, a couple of size 4 trebles, and what I do is I like to put red sleeves over my trebles just to neaten it up a bit, stop the whipping from coming undone, and also adds a little bit more colour and attraction. On this one I've got a lamprey. I caught that fish earlier on a bluey. I'm now trying a mackerel on the other rod. I don't particularly think it matters on here. I think they do like nice sort of smelly baits, so sea baits, lamprey. I've not done very well on roach here, but yeah, as long as you put it in the right area, you've got a chance. So yeah, we'll whip this back out, give it maybe another hour or so here, and then maybe try by that lock and call it a day, because we already caught 2 good fish today.
Something on the lure, right?
There we go. Oh, spiky. Look at that. Pink spiky shad sticking out of its mouth there. There we are, nice little perch while the pike rods are sitting out there as well. Brilliant. We're way past lunchtime now, so I'm gonna wind in here, maybe try one last go at that lock gate and then call it a day there, I think. So we'll give it maybe 3/4 of an hour here. I've decided to just use my ledger rod so I can have 2 rods out at once, maybe cast around a bit, explore the area. And yeah, the rods are at a little bit of an angle, but I still think the bite indication will be good. And it's on the way back to the car anyway, so might as well try it. Good for a jack at least, I hope. Okay, I think this fish is blind in one eye. Nice little jack though. Let me show you its eye. You see that? Pretty much blind in that eye. But well worth stopping on the way back. The fish was messing with that for ages. It's like a drop back bite. I think because I was fishing so close in, it didn't like pull away with the line through the weight. It maybe lifted the weight because the bait was pretty much under the rod tip. And then even when I wound down, I couldn't feel a thing, and then just one nod, so I set the hook. Fantastic, 3 fish today. What a start to lockdown. Quick release on this one. Brilliant. They've all done that today. So that's me all packed away, and what a great day's fishing. 3 pike, 2 nice big ones from down there, and then a lovely jack from out the canal here, which is brilliant considering last time we were here only got 1 sort of small fish. And it just goes to show that if you struggle in the spot, it's always worth coming back another day when the conditions are different and just trying again. And yeah, I'm well chuffed about. I caught well over 20 pounds worth of pike today. Yeah. If only that was all rolled into one fish, that would be great. But yeah, still a really good time. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hope you're all staying well during the second lockdown. And yeah, I'll see you again soon.